Your life can change in 6 months. Yes, this video is a recording of a Google Meet session we had where we took our time to reflect on the past 6 months of the year and put to writing our plan and strategy for the next 6 months of the year. What I did is share a couple of prompts that help you effectively reflect on the past 6 months and also put into writing your plan for the next 6 months. There are timestamps in the description below, so you can use this prompt as a guide for your media reset. However, if you want to do this on your own, I have a workbook that I put together in the description below. It has all the prompts in this video and even more guidelines to how you can effectively plan and strategize your goals for the next 6 months. If that is something you're interested in, you're in the right place. Just use the link in the description box below. If you're here for the video, get your notebook to write in and your pen to write on. You don't just want to run through this video like you're listening to a podcast, okay? You want to actively engage and actively get your media reset together. I'm rooting for you, okay?
Welcome to your media reset, guys. So, this is what we're going to do. Is everybody still here? Can everybody see my screen? Like I said earlier, you can leave that link now. We are done. You are welcome. Till I see you. God sees you too, and everybody on this call sees you too. So, yeah, welcome. How is this going to be? I believe you already have your journal, a physical journal, because I don't know how, if you prefer writing on your phone digitally, that's fine. But I recommend physical journal because there is just there are like science-based research and facts proving that when you put your pen on a paper, it is easier for your thoughts to flow. I did not say it. I saw it on the internet and research proved it. And I've tried it. And it's actually very true. There's a difference when I'm writing with my phone or my laptop from when I'm writing with a pen on a paper. So please, if I'm doing all this so you can get a notebook close to you, no distractions, focus, and let's get this going. So we're starting with reflecting on the first half of the year. So this is something we do at the end of each quarterly reset. But we've gotten to the half of the year. So we're going to be doing quarterly reset and H1 reset, like half of the year reset. So if you are ready, let me just see your reaction. Ready or not, here we come. So we are listing the accomplishments and highlights. List the accomplishments and highlights you are proud of in H1. So I'll have a timer and we're going to do this for 6 minutes. First off, is everybody ready? Are we on the same page? Okay, I can see a couple of reactions. So I'm sharing prompts. You have the prompt, you have your notebook. Just write your responses to your prompt in your notebook. It is for you to reflect. So I'm also going to be reflecting here. So I start the timer. We have a music playing. And yeah. So this highlights an accomplishment doesn't have to be something spectacular. It can be your little wins, something big, something small you did that you would like to appreciate yourself for. Celebrate your wins, your small wins, your big wins. Write it down. That's part of our reflection. What did I do great? What worked for me in the first half of the year? What am I most proud of? What excited me? Those big things, little things. And you are not writing these things in comparison to another person, but in comparison to who you were before. Okay, we're rounding up, rounding up, rounding up. All right, moving on to the next prompt. What did you learn and how did you evolve in the first half of the year? What did you learn and how did you evolve in the first half of the year? All right, all right. Is this pace fine for us? Are we cool with this pace? Should we take it slow or a bit faster? How is it going for us? You can just drop something in the chat. Okay, I can see Theophilus's hand. You know how we roll. Every other person, feedback. Is the pace great? Is it working well for you? Can proceed, right? So, what energized you the most? We're going to skip this because we're still going to do it moving forward. What about Q2 are you most grateful for? We are going to do this in 3 minutes. What about Q2 are you most grateful for? So you can merge your responses. Q2 and the entire first half of the year. You won't believe I was talking without my mic being on mute. I'm so sorry. So, the next prompt is how satisfied are you with each of these areas of your life? So, on a scale of 1 to 10, your health, your work or career, academics, finances, relationships, spirituality, growth, and learning. How satisfied are you with each of these areas on a scale of 1 to 10? So, we do this in 1 minute. Another thing you can do is you can include notes to this area. So if you give it a scale, just add a note to it to indicate why you give it that scale. I'll most likely extend this time. All right. Okay, my mic is still on mute. All right. We are going to take a 2 minutes break. Just move around, drink water, relax. 2 minutes. Or should we do one? 2 minutes. So in this 2 minutes, you can reflect on any area, the past questions that you probably did not complete. If you want to add something to. All right, welcome back. Hope you didn't go too far. Please let me see your reaction to confirm that we are still together. I would also love to hear a couple of responses on how this is going for you. Okay, I can see Vera's response and Theophilos. You can drop in the chat. How is this going for you? Are you actually able to reflect? I hope you're not just watching or listening. Are you participating? Okay, moving on. We had that break because the next session is quite intensive. So, due to reflection, we are taking different aspects of our life. So, work or career. Okay, slowly remembering some blocked off memories. Great. Great feedback. Great. All right. So, what is working, work or career? Handling work or career. What is working in my work life right now? What is not working in my work life right now? So, I'll put together all these questions. It will take time and we would answer. What were my most fulfilling work related activities in Q2? So, this is for the second quarter. And what were my most draining work related activities in Q2? This is just picking out different areas. So, your work or career. If you are not working, then mm, your career, your goals for your career, your plan for your. But I think most of us here are working according to the poll that we did. So, what is working in your work life, your career right now? What is not working? What are the most fulfilling, most draining? We'll do that in 7 minutes. So I think 7 minutes is a lot of time. At least for me, I finished earlier. So just did every. Do you think 7 minutes is a lot of time, or not enough time? Do you guys think 7 minutes is a lot of time, or it's not enough time? 5 is okay. All right. Thank you, Theophilus. So moving on, we're talking about health. How did I improve my health in Q2? How did I neglect my health in Q2? Okay, on health. So how did I improve my health? Because we have just two here, we'll make it less than 5 minutes. Make it three. So how did you improve your health in Q2? How did you neglect your health in Q2? All right, we're good. We're good. Moving on. Finances. How did you improve your finances in Q2? How did you neglect your finances in Q2? Okay, that's it for finances. So we'll do this in 2 minutes. All right, moving on. Relationships. So, what is working in my relationships right now? What is not working in my relationships right now? Or my most fulfilling relationships in Q2? And what were my most draining relationships in Q2? We'll do 5 minutes for this. Moving forward, let me see you guys' reaction if we're still together. Okay. So how did you commit to growth and learning in Q2? What did you do to become a better version of yourself? If you did not do anything, write it there. I did not do anything. So how did you commit to growth and learning? 2 minutes. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page and the same pace? Should we take it slow or we should ramp it up a bit or we should just stay where we are? Should we take it slow, ramp it up a bit, or stay where we are? Okay, I can see Vera's chat. Yes, it's going well. Glad it's going well. We're still reflecting. So, on spirituality, what is working in your spiritual life right now? What is not working in your spiritual life right now? Yeah. What is working? What is not working? That's in 3 minutes. All right, so right here, right now, moving on to the next segment, we're revealing our goals. The goals we set for the beginning of the year. So I know some of us in the poll, we responded that we have a clear idea of where we are going, what our vision, what our life vision is, and some of us have it documented somewhere. I believe those people also set goals at the beginning of the year. You have goals you set for yourself that you want to accomplish in the year 2025. So we're going to be reviewing those goals, right? And our first prompt is on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to achieving these goals? So look for your journal, your notebook, whatever it is, wherever it is, wherever you put it, bring it to you and go through every single goal that you've set in every area and rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how close you are to achieving these goals. This should not take much time, but just to allow people to look for their goals where they kept it, because that's another thing. Many times you just set goals and keep it somewhere and don't attend to it until December. So gratefully we are doing this today. So 3 minutes and we start on a scale of 1 to 10. Go through every of those goals. Let's do 4 minutes. Go through every of those goals. Probably want to write it out again, or where you wrote it, s- give it a scale. How close are you to achieving these goals? And probably add a note or something. If you just joined, what we're doing now is we're reflecting on the goals you set for year 2025. We're going to look for your goals wherever you put it and go through and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How close are you to achieving this goal? We're halfway into the year, so you want to track your progress to see how close you are to actually achieving these goals. So the scale is 10 being you have achieved the goal, 9 you are very very close, 8 you are very close, 1 you've not done anything. That's the scale of 1 to 10. quick one. I really want your feedback, you guys. Am I the only one who is going really hard on myself? Like, my skills, I'm rating myself really low. And then I'm not done, but like, I just remembered one. I was about to rate myself a one. And then I realized, no, I'm halfway done with this. Like, I've crossed half of it, remain the other half. So I made it a five. And that was when I caught myself saying, okay, it's like I'm rating myself low. So is any other person experiencing that? Quickly, please unmute your mic or drop a chat in the chat box. Are you rating yourself too low or rating yourself too high? How is it going for you? Even with your previous reflections, are you being hard on yourself and saying, oh, I'm not doing much in this area? Or how do you think you're scaling yourself really? Because sometimes we are very bad judges or partial judges of ourselves. We when other people say, okay, we are improving on something, we feel like, nah, I'm not doing anything. But you're doing something. I can see Blessing. Blessing says, yes, okay. Okay. I'm not alone. Is there any other person? I'm going through this summer. Yeah, like my rating is between 1 and 5. I think there's only one that I gave myself a 6. And I'm like, why? I've okay, I'm seeing you guys chat. It could be like say you don't do anything. Like I just it was when I did one, I gave myself a one on this particular goal. And I remembered like I'm halfway through. I have crossed one part of it, remain the second part. So I'm halfway through. Why am I giving myself a one? Like yeah, Bami. So do you guys think we need to do that again? Maybe for 1 minute or 2 minutes? And try to be fair on yourself. I understand that we are being hard on ourselves because you in your mind you have where you should be with this. But look at it, like take yourself out of it. Like try to think about where you were December last year on that matter and where you are now. I think we should look at it from that perspective. Don't look at it from now and then where you actually want to be. Look at it from where you were December last year and where you are now. Can we do that for the next 2 minutes? Let's try this again because nah. All right, 2 minutes. I hope we did better on ourselves this time. I tried, but I'm still between 1 to 5 because I'm being, I don't know, maybe honest. How did you guys do this time? I think I passed 6 on some, and I realized that I forgot that I wrote certain things down. Like I'm looking through my goals and I'm like, ah, I wrote this. Hey God, where did I put this journal? Hey God, between 0 and 5. I kicked off a lot of things, but there's work to do. Yes, there's work to do. Like I literally stood up from my seat. Like my back was rested before, but I'm upright now. Like no, there's work to do. Like what? I wrote God. Yes, me too. Like what? There's a lot of work to do, you guys. Wow. Okay, moving forward. Moving forward. Which 3 to 5 goals are the most important for you to focus on for the rest of the year? So here, Mio, I have 32 goals written because I what I did was I took every area. So I have health and fitness, social, family, relationships, career, business, finances, YouTube, spiritual life, academic, educational, personal development, skills, and then extra. So under each section, I have 3 to 5 goals under each section, and it can be a bit overwhelming because now we are halfway through the year. So I know that I'm still going to retain these goals, but what I want to do is pick out 3 to 5 things that I want to focus on for at least the next quarter, which is Q3. Because one of the things I learned last quarter is when you have too many things around you that seem to not be working, you it's easy for you to go into a loop of self defeat or self failure where you feel like you can't really do something. But when you have one outstanding thing that is going on well, that's why at the beginning we decided to write out our accomplishments. That's the first thing we did because it's easier for us to identify our faults than to identify the things that actually worked. So when there are areas that you've identified, okay, I'm doing great in this part, and you see some form of, you acknowledge some form of success, so success in that area, there is this internal motivation you have to give yourself to other areas. You don't feel defeated. But if you're constantly trying something, trying, and failing at something, it's easy for you to feel defeated. So that's why we are trying to streamline 3 to 5 areas that we are going to focus on, and before the end of Q3 or even before the end of July next month, there should at least be one thing that we've crossed off the list. So having that done, accomplished, would give you enough motivation to go. Like you see that, okay, I can do this, I did this, I can do this, I can do the remaining things that I have here. So those, yes, a win in one can be repurposed. Exactly. Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you for helping me shorten that. So yes, that's why marriage. I didn't ask you to tell us, but wow, okay, cool stuff, cool. So it can be whatever it is you want it to be. Out of these goals that you've written at the beginning of the year, what are 3 to 5 goals that are most important for you to focus on for the rest of the year? So let's do that in 5 minutes. All right. I believe we finished before the timer ended. Hmm. So this, we still have this prompt moving forward actually, but these 3 to 5 goals that you've highlighted, what specific actions would you take in the next 90 days to achieve these goals? Just at the top of your head, we're not going in detail here. We'll still go in detail much later. But in 5 minutes, what are the specific actions you need to take to achieve this goal? Hi. Hi. So we are going on break, but so would rest for a couple of minutes. I would also chat for a couple of minutes. Let's do 5 minutes. So if you want to take water, please take water, move around, stand up, look at something else. If you just want to stay here, you can as well give us feedback. How has it been for you? I am realizing how much work I need to do. Um, and I'm strengthened. I'm strengthening myself in the Lord. I'm just, I feel like more, less than reflecting. I've identified areas where I felt it, but I'm trying to think around how I can make the next half of this year even better. The accountability staring at you in the air right now. Listen, do you want to talk about it for a bit? You can unmute your mic and just share your thought process with us. Okay. When we are back from the break, we'll jump into the next prompt. So the break is actually for us to talk. Oh, okay, okay. I also realized something that I should have done by 9. Um, both of us should have done actually. But someone did it. I just saw that someone did it. No, nobody did it though. But yeah. Any other person, how has it been? If you are still here with us, what's on your mind? What's your thought process now? Anybody? I realize I have so much work to do. Yeah. Just realized I've been sleeping. There's a lot to be done. Mm. So after this break, um, the remaining part, I think after this break, we just really have a conversation because I have gone back to look at the remaining prompts and I'm looking at how to take some things out and include certain things. But I think we can do that together because um, so I used most of the prompts we used last quarter, but on my end, I did not do much as regards tracking my progress. Thank God we're able to do this again this quarter, but I don't want to make the same mistake we made last quarter. So I'm constantly asking myself, what can I do better to ensure that I am tracking my progress consistently and I'm not waiting to the end of the quarter to realize that there's so much more that I could have done. So I'm looking at weekly check-ins, weekly reflections, like doing this reflection on a weekly basis, tracking my progress, having KPIs for each month, each day, each week, and holding myself accountable basically. So I would really like us to have a conversation around that. Um, Break ends in a bit, but we'll just have a quick chat in 10 minutes. I would really love to hear you guys thoughts on what you think can be done or how you plan to do better, like the work that you know should be done. How do you plan to get that work done? Okay, so let's plan the second half of the year. Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months? So, what I like to do with this is to dream. I like to dream with this. I think I did this sometime last year. I'm trying to think of how to explain. Right, like envision, yes. See yourself by December 2025. 31st of December 2025. Who have you become? Yes. I've sent the link, Pamela, I've sent the link to the WhatsApp group in the chat. So we'll do this in, let's say, 6 minutes. By December 20, December 31st of December 2025, who have you become? Just write like a brief description. If somebody was describing you, or if you're looking back, you're looking forward, just picture yourself, go to December 31st, and what has come out of you. Basically, dream. So this is an opportunity for you to dream. Be as detailed as you can possibly be. Don't be vague. Don't cheat yourself. Dream. Because I believe once you see that dream and have that vision, it would set your heart on fire for what you need to do to get there. So we'll do that in 7 minutes. Okay, we are almost done. How was that session for you? I really had to think. Um, and a part of me was scared of dreaming. I think I was scared of failing. But the moment I decided to write it out, I was just being careful at the same time, not selling myself short. Well, how was it for you guys? Are you done, or do you still need a bit more time? We're almost done. I think we have two, three prompts left. I'm waiting for feedback. How was the dreaming session? Okay, we'll just move on then. Let me hand timer. So, what are the goals or projects you are committing to achieving in Q3? So now with this, you are getting more specific. So health, you with the dream with the dream you have written down, there's probably you probably did not touch out every aspect of your life. So in your health, one goal, your work or career, one goal, academics, one goal. Another thing you can do is each month. So July, have a goal. July, August, what are the one to three things you want to achieve? Just it's more like theming your month. So now you know where you want to be by the end of the year. What do you want to do each month? What do you want to accomplish each month that will help you get there? I'm going to do this in 5 minutes. I'm going to hide the timer because the timer is blocking this and I can't move it. Alright, they won't let me move it. So 5 minutes. Okay. I'm actually just seeing David and Blessing's chat. David said he wrote 2 pages. I think. Do you guys think we need more time for this? I'm personally not done. And seeing Tolu Lokwe Phillips' question, quick one: how do you set goals on relationships and spirituality? So one of the goals I have for my relationships is to pray for my relationships, like commit my relationships to God. Because I know a couple of issues that I had in my relationships last quarter where they could have been resolved if I was a bit more intentional. So one of the intentional things that I want to do is pray. Um, Another goal you can set is analyzing. At the beginning we analyzed what's working in your relationships, what's not working in your relationships. So what is not working in your relationship? How do you want it to work? What vision do you have for your relationships? Are there kinds of friends you're looking to have, or a kind of network you want to have around you? Especially considering your goals, are the people around you the kind of people you see yourself being with at the end of this year, with the goals you've set for your life and the dream you have for your life? And for spirituality, what does what do you what is an ideal what do you like your walk with God to be like? So for some people, they can write, they want to finish their Bible, they want to read their Bible every day. Some want to study more, some want to know Jesus, like actually know Jesus more, not the Jesus that your pastor preaches or your parents know, like actually have a loving, active relationship with God. Um, some want to be more intentional when they pray. Maybe you are the kind that when you pray, you are doing something else, you're multitasking while you pray. Um, Maybe there are certain things that God has told you or showed you about your life. Basically, just I'm just running through. Or does any other person want to answer this question? Like, how are you setting your goals for relationships and spirituality? Anybody? Okay. Blessing says I hit nail on the head as to relationships. Okay, I think Tolopa gets it already. All right then. Where you are going should determine who sails in your ship. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, are you guys done with this aspect, or do you need more time to finish up, or should we just move to the next one? I'm waiting for feedback on if we should move to the next one, or if you need more time on this one. Let's move to the next. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. We can move. All right. Now, what are the action points for the next 90 days in these areas of your life? So, looking at the goals that you've set now, what are you going to do? What do you want to do daily? What do you want to do weekly? This one, I'm going to give it enough time. I'm going to give it 10 minutes because you want to be as detailed as possible. This is where the real work comes in. It's easy to write goals, but how do you achieve those goals? What do you want to do to achieve those goals? marks, like really create a strategy. I feel like we might not even finish in 10 minutes, but basically create a detailed strategy on what you want to do every day to achieve the goals. Let's get to it. Are you done or should we extend? This is actually the last prompt. Are you done or do you need more time? I'm waiting for feedback. Or are we done or do we need okay? Done. David is done. Who else? Who else? Are we done? Or do we need more time?
I'm done.
Okay, Victor is done. Alright. We are actually done. um I think we we actually still need to individually flesh out on the things we need to do. Um, I still want to do that. I still want to. I don't just want to write. I wrote a couple of things, and I'm thinking of how I want to do all these things in 24 hours. So having like a strategy, planning every hour of my day, seeing how I can be hard on myself at the same time, not too hard on myself, so I don't burn out. And yeah, I still want to. We're still going to. I'm still going to expand on these things. So you're allowed to. You can, if you want to, you still can. It's your plan at the end of the day, and it's your life at the end of the day. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me.
You did it. Yes, you did it. This practice helped us realize that you don't just set your goals and leave them to the end of a quarter to reflect on them. So I created a system that can help you track your goals and track your progress. It's all in the workbook below. Check the description to maximize that workbook. And if you don't know how to set goals, I created a playlist where you can learn how to set smart goals. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Wuraola Olalekan, and on this channel, I share practical tips and actionable steps that will help you become a better version of yourself. Now, if that is something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button, okay?